Hey guys, how you been? Did you miss me? I know it's been a while. Look, I just wanted to pop on here. I'm gonna try not to make this video super long, but I just want to give you some like life updates. I have been instructed to do this video actually probably about 6 or 7 weeks ago, and I've been procrastinating, not doing it, overthinking. Let's just say, call it what it is. On top of that, so I just wanted to pop in. I'm just like obviously in the car. I'm not in my normal recording space, but nothing is, I'm not gonna say is very normal for me anyway these days. Things have changed a lot. No, they are very normal. They're just not what I'm used to or what you guys are probably used to seeing. So I just kind of want to go over some things. But first of all, I moved. I am no longer in Georgia. Who would have ever thought I was leaving Georgia? I now reside in Las Vegas. And I know for some of you probably knew I used to live here like years ago, you know, in my hot girl stage. I'm trying to hold this phone, so I hope this video does not come out looking all crazy and shaky. But yeah, so I moved back here. This is where the Lord led me to move to. I fought it like crazy to leave Georgia and to come here. But the word that I received was that I would have been left in bondage if I would have continued to stay there. I did not want to leave. And if I did leave, my plan, not God's plan, was to go to Florida and look at everything that's happening in Florida right now. It's crazy. And Georgia, with these hurricanes and tornadoes and all this extreme weather. So yes, so I've been here since July. We're now October 1st, 2nd, and I am enjoying the change. I had to be here. This move was mandatory. I have so much family support here. I was pretty much, you know, on the East Coast, like almost kind of like by myself, like besides my husband and kids. I mean, I still have some family out there, but we were so spread out, you know, an hour plus more away from each other, you know, we never really got to see each other much. So I'm down here with my mom and cousins, my aunt, uncle, which are, you know, ministers. They have their own ministry, and my bishop and apostle, you know, so my spiritual mentors. So the word that God gave me was, he wants me to use this platform because God knows how much I love content creator. Like, I love being in the YouTube space. And gave me a word that he wants me to use this space to basically testify and just be a testimony for other people, other women. You know, like, my life has been a constant testimony. This is why I'm in this space where I am right now with God, because I look back on, oh gosh, I'm so trying to get emotional. I look back on so much that he's done in my life to save me, that like, I can't do nothing but give it to him. And by me coming and telling you guys the things that a lot of stuff I'm not even comfortable with even saying and telling, but it's his will, and this is what he wants me to do, and to be open and be vulnerable and put it out there, and because he has a bigger picture and a bigger plan for my life. So that's why I'm coming on here to tell you this. So basically, this is just gonna be like this is gonna be an introduction to a series that I'm gonna create, and it's gonna be about how God saved my life. So I'm gonna be just dropping different videos on things that I've really went through in life, like different situations, like, and I went through some crazy stuff, and I just thank God, like, I don't look like half of what I've been through, a third of what I've been through. So I'm gonna be dropping those videos, and it's gonna be like, you know, sit downs or however they come presented, because y'all know I don't even come in this form, but this is what he told me to do. So get to the car, get the recording. All right. So I just wanted to come in and pop in and say that, and just to give you guys, like, you know, just how I got here. Like, leaving Georgia was a lot, and I feel like God has brought me to a point where he had to break me down so that he can rebuild me. But once he rebuilds me, he wants you guys to see I knew this was gonna happen. These are not like tears of like sadness at all. Like, at all. He wants me to show you guys how he re-elevates my life all over again, how he rebuilds me all over again. So I have to be the testimony. So just to give you a few you know, a quick rundown on things that, like, I just, Georgia had to go. I had to get out of the Georgia space. I had to get out of Georgia space, even though I didn't want to leave. And I think I didn't want to leave because it was just comfortable for me. I was there for 13 years. I used to live here in Vegas. I mean, you know, a lot of people know that I used to live in Vegas, but I mean, the lifestyle I was living was just it was wild and crazy, you know. It wasn't nothing Christian, I tell you that for sure. You know, and so anywho, like I said, like, I just went through a phase where I'm going through a phase, but he's so good, and he's been fast tracking the rebuild since I've been here. I came here July 6th. It's now October 1st. And everything he's done for me just in this little bit of time has been crazy amazing. This is why you see tears. So if I start showing y'all now, what he's doing, he gonna make a believer out of somebody. Man. Again, these are so not tears of any sort of sadness. Any sort of sadness. And if y'all knew the stuff that I'm still dealing with right now, like, don't get it twisted, you're gonna still go through things in life. It's just about how you handle them. Like, I know I mentioned in my last video a couple of things actually that I wanted to clear up. Goodness, no tissue in here. First of all, in my last video, I know I said something about I was talking about how I was dealing with like, you know, mental health issues and stuff like that, and how I said I don't believe you can pray everything away. Oh man, that's wild. The space that I'm in now, I'm just like, flabbergasted that I even let that come out of my mouth. I can't even believe it. Yeah, I can't even believe I even said that. But anywho, you know, it is what it is. I'm in a different space, and I just want to correct that. I don't believe that anymore. That is not the space that I'm in. Now that I've built a close relationship with God, there's absolutely, positively no way that that's my belief system at all. So no, I don't believe it, and I definitely wanted to correct that. The second thing was, so I know I also mentioned how I was working back at a regular corporate job, right? So, I can laugh at this now, oh my gosh, because like how I just told you, I've been kind of procrastinating on what God told me to do, right? He was telling me, like I said, this was like 7 weeks ago. This is right before I just moved into my new place out here on like a month ago. And so during that process, when I was sitting alone, meditating, talking to him in quiet time, he told me, this is what he told me to come up with this, because I was telling him, Lord, you know, I really want to be in the content world space. This is what I enjoy, you know. But I'm like, I've been gone for so long. What am I gonna talk about? I know I'm not getting any surgery anytime soon. I mean, at least I don't have any, and not my plans, you know. And like, what? I was like, really, what am I gonna talk about, you know? And really, he just tells me to come on here and be very transparent. Like I said earlier, a little bit more transparent than I'm comfortable with. And I tell y'all a lot. But it's a lot I don't tell also, you know. But like, he was like, I just need you to just be transparent, period. And just be you. Be you, you know. And so I kept using this job, right? So let me just a quick timeline. I move into my place on August 30th. Now, mind you, the place that I've been working at has been like hell. I honestly been hating being at that place for like the last year. I just have a big thing with loyalty, and people know loyalty and that backstab, that don't work for me. I can't do, I need to move around. Them demons was just too heavy and too prevalent in there. I've been wanting to move around, right? God knew that was on my spirit, and that's why I was talking to him about this. You know, getting back into the content space, but help me with what I need to talk about, you know. And this is what he brought to me. He was like, I need you to put you're my walking testimony. Like, here I go. Girl, I've saved you so much. You got all of that to talk about, you know? So anyway, I was just laughing a second ago. So let me try to get back into that headspace. So you know, I hated the place, right? I get on this meeting one morning, and the demons were just, boy, they was running rampant. And so August 30th, moving my place, I was let go from my job September 18th. Yeah. So I'm like, wait, what? But here's the thing. Y'all know in that last video that y'all saw, when I said how I wouldn't have, I don't think you can pray everything away, and the headspace I was on anxiety medication and depression medication at that time, you know, and that at that time, so it was helping me to cope, you know. But like, first of all, I have not been on any medication in since I left Georgia, and maybe about a month or so prior to me, a month or two, yeah, prior to me leaving Georgia. And I'm not saying if you're on medication, stop taking it. Please do not misconstrue what I'm saying here, because that medication is there for a reason, and there are people that really need that. So please do not misconstrue what I'm saying here. Don't take your medication. No, that's not what I'm saying. For me, God has delivered me from that, where I don't have to take that medication anymore. The headspace that I was in about 6-7 months ago literally would have broke me if these people would have told me, oh, you're fired, you know. I probably would have been committed to a mental institution, because I just felt like it. That would have been the last straw, like everything falling apart, right? No. Quite the opposite. I had complete peace. And I know to the average person, it's probably sounding crazy. Like, girl, how did you just move in 18 days prior and like 19 days prior, and you, not even a whole month, you lost your job and you're talking about you got peace? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because one thing about me, baby, like I said, God has been saving me for years. And when he says my will be done, that's what he means. I have not wanted for anything since I have moved. My refrigerator stays full. My kids stay fed. My bills are paid. Like, I'm just in a different space. I'm in a different headspace where I don't have to worry. And like, I'm gonna break this down more in some of these videos because I don't want to make this too long. But like, when I say miracles will happen, I'm talking about like Apple Pays will just like pull up out of nowhere. Now, mind you, that wasn't my only source of income. I still have, like, you know, my couple of side hustles, but that was like my primary source of income, you know. But like, money would just come out of nowhere. How can you explain that? How can you explain that other than that's God? He knows exactly what you need. He supplies all of your needs. Like, and so this is the reason why he wants me to start from this level, so y'all can grow with me. You can see with me, come along with me and see what he's been doing in my life. Another example. So when I moved into this place, I moved in with on the like a move-in special, right? They love those out here. I don't know why I didn't really seem to have those in Georgia. But anyway, so I move in, and literally I'm asking her, like, you know, I like to get ahead of stuff. So I'm like, oh, I got like a generated email, and I'm like, oh, like the concession or whatever wasn't added. You know, she was like, oh no, we added the beginning of the month. So I go look, and I'm like, why do I keep seeing like this credit in there, right? And so I'm emailing her like, hey, you know, what's going on? Did you guys add it? Because I just see like a credit, and I see like a different amount. It's like, I'm confused. She was like, yeah, we did. So I'm like, okay, so I don't see the balance. I don't see what I'm supposed to owe you guys. Because what I do see, I think it looks wrong. Like, I can't owe that. So she was like, actually, no, you don't owe anything. What? What you mean? Huh? What? Because I know good and well I still owed a portion for October, right? I know that. This isn't right, and this lady is telling me, nope, you owe us $0 for the month of October. How? That ain't God? That ain't God moving in the back and moving in and making stuff work for you? It's not. How? Somebody help me explain it. What is it? If that's not what it is, like, how? So anywho, back to the job, because y'all know I be getting sidetracked. Okay, so like I said, a few months ago, that would have broke me, right? It absolutely did not, because I had to go back to what he initially told me to do 7 weeks prior, and which was, get on here, start making this content. I need you to start now, because oh man. He says, I need you to get it out now, because where I'm about to take you, I need the non-believers to see. I need them to see. He's real, y'all. I'm telling you. I ain't crying like this for nothing. I ain't crying like this for no phantom. Like, he's real, for real. You know? And so what he did was, what I heard was, well, since you didn't have no time, I went ahead and freed up some time for you. Yeah. So now you ain't got no excuse to do what I've been telling you to do. Yep. No excuse. So, thank you, Jesus. Wow. So y'all, like, when I tell you, it's been a roller coaster ride. God has, like I say, he's didn't strip me to start me all over. And the thing about it is that he's done this to me quite a few times in my life before. So really, this is nothing new for me. Since I've been a very young age, I've touched real money way years ago, since my early 20s. And so, but this time, this is different. This is a different walk. This is different. And that's one thing I always said. Every time God broke me down, he always brought me back way bigger than before. Every time. So all the amount of stuff that I done lost it over the last 3 years, y'all can go back and look at some of them videos, find out how a lot of my designer bags gone, how they are gone, what happened to them, things like that, losing houses. Guess what? I'm almost nervous to find out what it's gonna be. But he wants y'all to come on this journey with me. He wants y'all to hear these testimonies of how he saved me during my life. And I had to go through this. I had to. Because, and I'm not talking about just right now, I'm talking about in general from way back, the earliest I can remember, my teenage years, where I start acting a fool wildin'. I had to go through all that so I can be in this space that I'm in right now and know that he deserves all the glory, because it's all him. It's all him. That's him. Girl, that was me. You can't get this to nobody else. That's all me. It's been me all these years. It's been me. He want me to show y'all that. So yeah. So anywho, like I said, I'm right now today dealing with some stuff. I deal with a child with severe mental health issues. All I can do is give him to God. I'm dealing with a whole situation right now. And what y'all don't know is that, y'all know Jay is like my best friend, right? But what y'all don't know is that Jay been locked up for almost a whole year. I've been out here a whole single parent of four boys, and 3 of them are teens. Yeah. So imagine the wilding that's been going on. Imagine that. So anywho, but like I said, I will do, you know, I'm gonna just start working on these videos, and I'm just gonna start dropping series. It's gonna be like, what you call them, like those chit chats. There we go. I'm sounding like one of the old people now. What's a Instagram? What's a Facebook? What's a Snapchat? Sound like talking about what's that? Yes, a chit chat. So it's gonna be like chit chat style videos, and it's just gonna be, you know, recollections of things that I've done in my past and how he saved me from that, how I walked away from him. You know, like, y'all, I literally should not be here to be able to even tell you this right now. Like, I years ago should either been dead or doing some real life prison time. Probably just now getting out, trying to figure out the TikTok or the Facebook or the Instagram. I don't know. Yeah. But anywho, just let me just run y'all a couple of scriptures that help me get past that anxiety, right? 1 Peter 5:7, says, cast all of your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Like my aunt told me, which is, I told you, my spiritual guide, she said that scripture literally saved her life. I believe her because I feel like it saved mine. I no longer be consumed with worry about my kids, about anything. That is what used to have me in a freaking anxious place. That used to have me in depressive states. Like, no, I don't do that anymore. I can't. I had to give it to God. I had to. Otherwise, I'd have ran myself crazy. Next one is Matthew 21:22. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Baby, I promise you, that ain't no lie. God is not a man that he shall not lie. I promise you that ain't no lie. Try it. Okay? Try it. God knows your heart. He knows your heart. And if you really genuinely come seek him, seek and you shall find. Maybe he got your back. Okay? For real, for real. Promise you I'm living testimony of this. I promise you. Okay? And let me tell you, this is from somebody that can truly say the Bible used to be boring to me. I didn't want no parts of no Bible. Because I was like, what they talking about? I don't even know what's going on. What they talking about? No. Baby. Get in that word. Okay? Get in that word. Anyway, y'all. That's my time. I already talked too much. So, stay tuned for the videos, okay? A lot of this stuff probably gonna knock you off your socks. But look, I'm doing what the Lord told me to do. And it's that simple. I'm being obedient. Because, baby, I'm missing my blessing for nobody, okay? All right. See y'all soon.